In this video, I'm going to be giving you the blueprint on how to start trading futures. If you don't know who I am, my name is FuturesJ1K. I've been trading for about 3 years now in the space. I started off in Forex, switched over to futures, and it has ultimately been the best decision of my life. I'm going to give you guys some screenshots up above just so you guys can see that I am a legit trader. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in the space for 3 years. You can have proof of my success. I haven't been a profitable trader for long. Toward the end of last year and the beginning of this year, starting to really see success in my trading. I wanted to give back, give some knowledge, drop some knowledge on the things that I know, the experience that I've been through. That way you guys can do the same thing and cut your learning curve possibly in half from as long as it took me to learn. So in order to start futures trading, the first thing that you need to know is what futures trading actually is. And that is buying and selling contracts in exchange for assets at a future price. Hence the name futures trading, because you're trading it in a future date, like a month, 2 months ahead. You trade the next month and price rolls over into a new month. Then you're trading the month after, if that makes sense. I hope that does. But that is why they call it futures. You're essentially buying and selling contracts in exchange for assets like gold, NASDAQ, silver, US 30 commodities. That is what you are buying and selling in exchange for money. So you're getting money. If you predict the price the right way, you're getting paid. If you take a buy and price goes up, you're getting paid. If you take a sell, price goes down, you're getting paid. So that's the good thing about futures trading. It's not like stocks. You just buy, and as long as it's going up, you're in profit. If it goes down, you lose money. Futures trading, you can make money in the buy side or the sell side of trading. You need to understand that. You need to understand contract sizes, what contracts are. You need to understand how much they move per commodity. So on gold, you need to know how much the contract size is, how much money it is per tick, per move. You need to know these things, which leads me into my second topic. Second thing you need to do in order to start trading is you need to build your knowledge. And by this, I mean you need to watch YouTube videos, or you need to get a mentor. You need to do one or the other or both, because when I was starting out, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't pay for no mentorships. I probably would have cut my learning curve in half if I had a mentor, but I went straight to YT University, learned everything that I know. And you know what they say, the best way to learn is from experience, getting into the market. And putting in your own work, man. Essentially, yeah, build your knowledge, watch YouTube videos, get a mentor, one of those two things, because you got to learn somewhere. But watch one person, watch 1 to 2 people that you really resonate with in the space. Don't go back and forth watching different YouTube videos from different people that's telling you different things, because there's a million different ways to trade futures. So watch one person, learn one strategy, learn mindset. If you're going to watch multiple different videos from different traders, the only thing it should be about is your psychology and your mindset. But if you're looking at a strategy, trying to learn a strategy, how the candles work, how the candles move, everyone sees things differently. So watch one person. This will be detrimental to your trading career and your learning curve as well. If you want to learn from someone, I do have an Instagram at FuturesJ1K. I will have it in the link below. You can go down there, check it out. I post a lot of videos, maybe seven videos per week. I have posts on there, learning videos, trade breakdowns, recaps, just entertaining content all together. So you can go on there, FuturesJ1K. I also have a Discord that I started at the beginning of this year. You can go in there. I have multiple people that want to learn how to trade. There's traders in there that already know how to trade. So you can go in there, have a community to learn with, speak to, talk to. I do have live calls 3 days out of the week that you can go on there, watch me trade live, and you can learn something. So if it's not me, just watch someone. After you've gained enough knowledge and you've been watching all these YouTube videos and you've been getting a mentor for about 1 to 2 months, Then I would go ahead and open up a demo account. So a simulated account with fake money, not real money, but you can essentially get with a broker. If you don't know what a broker is, it's basically a platform that offers trading with futures. So get you a broker that you use. There's plenty of them out there. You can do some research, but there's brokers like Trade-Of-8, Ninja Trader, TradeStation, you name it. You can go on there, do your research on them, find out which ones the best ones are. If you want my opinion, Trade-Of-8 is a good one. That's the main one that I use for futures. Ninja Trader is good as well. But essentially, once you make an account with one of those brokers, get a demo account, open up a demo account with them. They all have simulated environments, demo accounts that you can get, trade with $100,000, $50,000, $1,000, whatever amount that you feel comfortable with. Just open up a demo account and start trading this. Learn and watch how the candlesticks move. Learn the patterns that it makes on a day-to-day basis. Get on the charts every day of the week and just watch the price action. Take a couple trades, take a couple buys, a couple sells, see how it moves, see how much price is moving, how much money you're making or losing based off of the contract sizes. Learn the platform you're on, learn the buys and sells, the take profits and stop loss. Learn how to use these things, because this is what matters in your trading. This is the tool that you're going to use to make you generational wealth. So once you have at least 3 to 4 months of practice with a demo account and you're starting to see some success, a little bit of profits, you're around the break-even phase, then I would go ahead and you can do one of two things. You can open up a small live account with maybe about $100, $200 in it and just trade one contract. That way you can actually get the feel of the emotions, the psychology. Because when you're trading with demo, you don't really get the feel of real emotions because it's not real money. So you're not really tied to the trades. So you let them play out, you let them do what it does and you move on. But it's a different feeling, a different mental switch when you get on the charts in a real live fun market and you see negative P&L, you're losing real money. So the sooner you get into that and you understand and you feel that emotion, the quicker you can overcome it and learn what you need to do in order to keep that from happening. So you don't want to stay on a demo account too long, and you don't want to trade simulated funds for too long. You want to get in there and just put in the experience. I mean, at the end of the day, you can read about swimming, but if you don't jump in the water, it's not going to help. So once you've gotten a small live account, this is where the real money comes in. Because yes, you see all these traders making thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, multiple $100,000 a day, per week, per month. And they usually do it with this thing called prop firms. Now, I know what I'm about to tell you is probably going to sound like a scam, because how can you put a small amount of money in and people give you hundreds of thousands of dollars to trade with and then they pay you out with it? That doesn't sound realistic, but it is. And let me tell you how. So essentially, prop firms are a company that offer you a set amount of capital, and you take that capital and they give you a challenge, whether it be a 50K, 100K, 150K challenge. Usually those are the balances for these challenges with futures prop firms. But you'll go on there, you could spend anywhere from $50 to $200 on one of these prop firm challenges, and there are a set of rules that you have to follow. But if you follow these rules, like don't lose a certain amount of money, follow such and such said consistency rule, you have to have said winning days. Sounds like a lot of rules, but it's really not hard. It's pretty easy to pass once you understand what you're doing. But essentially you can go on here and you can take this challenge, buy a challenge, $50, boom. You have a funded account. So you trade with this. You can't take out any money out of the accounts. It's only a challenge, a simulation. So once you hit the profit target that they say that you need to make without losing a certain amount of money, then they will give you access to live funds, and you'll start out with the balance that you paid for the account. And whatever profits you make from that, you follow the rules, the payout structure rules. And once you do that, you can get paid a lot of money off of this. But most people, when they start getting into the prop firm space, they blow a lot of accounts easily because they think it sounds amazing. You know, it's super easy to do. They get in there, they're like, oh, just make 3,000. Boom, click buy. They lose. They're like, oh, I gotta make it back. Click sell. Oh, they lose. Then they blow the account. Then they buy another one because it's only $50. Cheap account. They blow it. They blow it. They blow it. And it's just a recurring cycle until they have so many losses that it just gets through their mind that they need to work on what they're not doing right. They need to really hone in on what they're doing wrong in order to grow themselves as a trader. So I've blown multiple accounts throughout my career, over 100 accounts easily. If I hadn't did that, I wouldn't have been in the position that I am today. Funded accounts, there's plenty of them out there, like Top Step, Alpha Trader, Funded Next, Lucid Trading. There's plenty of them out there. So y'all can do y'all's research on those prop firms. I currently use Top Step, Alpha, and I'm going to start using Funded Next as my next prop firm because the rules sound pretty good and the payout structure is pretty nice. So y'all can check those out after this video, but follow the structure that I've given you in this video and you will be on the great path to becoming a good futures trader, man. You guys got this. I think that's the end of this video. I've covered pretty much everything that you need in order to get started with futures trading. So if you find this video helpful, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out the Instagram, follow the Instagram, join the Discord, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man.